Today I've got a real treat for you. It's one of the best meals we've had in Japan, in Kyoto at Teppan Tavern Tenamonya. They have A5 Wagyu beef at an excellent price. It's a small family-run teppanyaki restaurant that's very accessible for foreigners and feels very authentic. What makes it extra special for me is they have vegetarian and vegan options, which is very rare for a place like this, and the only restaurant I've found that serves proper Wagyu beef and has veggie options. They also have gluten-free options. And at the end, there's an after-dinner walk around somewhere you should definitely visit at night. Teppan Tavern Tennamonya is very easy to get to. It's right by Yasaka Shrine in Kyoto. It's on Google Maps, but like many places in Japan, it's a bit hidden away. You need to go down some stairs to get to it. So Yasaka Shrine is just down there, and it's down these steps in the basement. You can see this sign from the street. And Mimiko, where I ate before, that has vegetarian curry udon and other udon dishes, is just down there. Because it's reservation only, there's a slightly unusual system for getting in. It says they're fully reserved and the door's locked until your appointment time, and they come out and let you in. It's like a secret door. The restaurant's very small, with just a few tables and the bar around the grill. They only seat 7 groups per day. It's run by a couple who are both chefs. It's really friendly and relaxed. That's so nice. There's my name on the table. 2 people from the UK, vegetarian. On the back of this, it's got all Japanese words that you can use in a restaurant and phrases. That's really cute. And on the back, there's all messages on the walls from people who've been here and people who've brought presents and souvenirs from their country. That's so nice. Let's have a look at the menu. You can choose individual items, or there are a couple of set menus for 2 people or more that all include Wagyu beef. The menu includes grilled meat, seafood and vegetables, as well as okonomiyaki and yakisoba. You can look through the whole menu on their website, the link's in the description. There's also a wide selection of drinks, including soft drinks, beer, sake, Japanese whiskey, chuhai, that's shochu and soda, plum wine and cocktails. I've gone for the sake tasting set. You get 3 different types of sake for 1,000 yen, and this was the set for beginners. There was an advanced set as well. I'm definitely a beginner when it comes to sake. Here's Phil's salmon sashimi. It comes with a proper wasabi that's been grated from a root. This is a shark skin grater that you use with the wasabi root. That's really good. I haven't seen that in many places, even in Japan. And here's my gyoza, which are vegan gyoza. They're on this really hot pan. Vegan gyoza are quite unusual, so it's a treat. The wasabi is properly delicious. It's really got depth of flavour to it. Really good. There's nothing like pre-prepared wasabi from a tube.
Even the fresh wasabi we've had at home, this has got more flavour to it than that. Really good.
That was fantastic. We're very happy with this already. We want to try everything. Here's my negiyaki. I'm interested to see how it's different from okonomiyaki. Negi means onions or spring onions, so I'm thinking it uses that instead of the cabbage. Good to see all that cheese on the top.
I can see a lot of spring onions in there.
Let's take a slice of negiyaki. I'll totally mess it up when it looks so nice.
I like how you cut it like a pizza.
It seems like the right thing to do when it's round.
Yeah, I normally just sort of slice a bit off the end, but I think you're probably right.
On this trip, Phil's been on a quest to try proper Wagyu beef with varying levels of success up until this point. Here's Phil's Wagyu beef. He went for the 100 grams of beef, and look how cute it is with the little lizard on the top. What's that made of?
It's carrot.
Carrot, I think, yeah.
Could be sweet potato, but I think carrot. And this is A5 Wagyu beef, so excited to see what that one's like.
Yeah, enjoy. Bye bye lizard. And there's a fresh wasabi and soy sauce to go with it. This wasabi is so good. The lizard was sweet potato, and these things.
That is delicious. I've not started the beef yet, but this is garlic. Which is so nice. I love garlic. This has and that extra bit of flavour to it. I don't know, maybe you've had a few products. Really nice.
Best garlic ever. So, how's the beef feel?
It's excellent. So in the last few days, I tried a 5 from Chicken Beef, which was nice. It had a different flavour to a normal steak. I really liked it. It was delicious, a bit greasy, but it was nice to eat. I also then tried it in Kobe, with the Kobe beef, which was a really nice cut of beef. Really nice to eat, but it didn't taste different enough to just a normal steak for me to really think it was worthwhile. But I think that's just what I bought and where from. So it was still a really good meal, just not necessarily what you get at a proper Kobe beef restaurant. Then I tried the beef in Kinosaku. What was that called?
Ida beef, maybe? Oh no, Tajima beef.
That's the one. Which we had the ryoko. That was really nice. And I'll say this is like that in that it tastes a bit different to a normal steak. It takes it further. This is A5, cooked really well. Proper melt in the mouth. I understand why people like it so much now. And that's the first time I've properly felt like that on all those 4 experiences. So
the quest for good beef.
I am happy.
Yeah. And I'm so glad because I felt really bad that I was stopping Phil from trying proper Kobe beef or Wagyu beef because so few places have vegetarian options, so I'm so glad this place exists, and mine is really good too. The negiyaki is like okonomiyaki, but instead of the shredded cabbage it's got spring onions, so it's a lot lighter, really delicious. Update on the sakes. I think I like this one best, the first one. This one's a bit sweeter, and this one has kind of an aniseed, slightly aniseed flavour. They're all very nice. I've got a grilled tofu with lots of spring onions on top, and it comes with a ponzu sauce, or a sauce made of soy sauce and vinegar. All the tofu I've had in Japan has been really good. Normally I like firm tofu, but most of the tofu in Japan has been soft silken tofu, which normally I get frustrated with because it's disintegrated so much, but it has been really nice. Phil's got a sole fish with lemon. Is that something you can normally get?
You can get solefish. It's not a very common dish in the UK though, is it? And I've not seen it here, but it may be because I just haven't been able to read it on the menus. But yeah, for years since I've had solefish. And I expect this to be pretty good though.
Everything has been so good. My tofu is really nice. It's kind of melt in the mouth, really soft tofu with a really good flavour, and the dipping sauce goes really well with it too. How's the fish?
Delicious. So it's quite a subtle flavoured fish. It's quite a soft white fish, and it's just been cooked beautifully, so it tastes fantastic. I didn't expect to get quite this much. I thought it'd be about half that amount, so I'm getting kind of full now, but yeah, really delicious.
Similar flavours to... Here's the real wasabi with the shark skin grater. It tastes so good, and nothing like fake wasabi from a tube. They just brought out a basket of fortune, so we could each pick our fortune, and I got great good fortune. It says repent of your faults, be moderate, and good fortune will surely follow. And then these are all the categories, and my fortune in each one. Lawsuits, you will win. Who shall we sue? And Phil got good fortune.
I just got a good fortune, not great good, and it is bad news, Amy, because in love and marriage I've got luck someplace else.
Aww. Well, that's funny because in love and marriage I've got, if you're humble and honest, things will go well.
Between us we can make it work.
This is the best fortune you can get. I'm not saying I believe in luck, but the very next day I saw Dr. Yellow for the first time. It's a special Shinkansen they use to check the track. It's very rare to see them, and it's also supposed to be lucky, so maybe I was on a lucky streak that all started with this fortune. To finish off our meal, we've got some miso soup. They do a vegetarian version because normally it would be made with fish stock, so I've got the vegetarian one. We've got some greens and some tofu and spring onions inside. And Phil's got the regular miso soup.
It's really nice with the tofu in it. And at home, we normally get a specific barley type.
We do, yeah.
It's one that we've both found we like.
From the wasabi company.
Yeah, so we tend to buy that, so it's really nice funky and have all just different flavours.
This is a big bowl too, generous serving. The total bill for 2 people was 10,590 yen. This was a treat dinner, so that's more than most of our meals in Japan, but I was honestly completely happy because it was so good. The set menus are between 3,000 and 3,650 yen per person for the middle-sized serving of Wagyu beef. I think they're the most popular option, and they have to be ordered by 2 people or more. It's actually a very good price for A5 Wagyu beef, which they say can be 3 times the price at other places. There's a page of vegetarian options on the menu. They also have gluten-free options, including gluten-free gyoza. As it's a small place run by just 2 people, it's difficult for them to accommodate large groups, so there's a maximum of 4 per table. You can make your reservation on their website, all in English. It's very easy. You reserve 2 weeks in advance. It tells you which day you can make your reservation. I'd recommend setting a reminder and reserving as soon as you can because it's reservation only and fully booked every day. Unlike most restaurants in Japan where you eat and leave immediately, it was nice to have a relaxed meal where we didn't feel rushed. The couple running it was so friendly and very good at English. There are lots of foreigners there because they've built it as such a good experience for people who don't speak Japanese, but it's not touristy and it feels very authentic. I love these small places in Japan. If you're a vegetarian or a vegan travelling together with meat eaters, there's a list on my website of restaurants where you can all eat together, focusing on Japanese styles of food, which are the hardest to find. It's on cakeswithfaces.co.uk. The link's in the description. We've just popped into Yasaka Shrine after dinner. So many temples and shrines are open 24 hours a day, and it's so much more atmospheric at night, not just because there are fewer people here, so you get more of a shrine solemn feeling, but because it's lit up, so all the lanterns are illuminated, the main buildings are lit up, and they just look so beautiful at night time.
Yeah, when you say fewer people, you don't mean a few fewer, they are empty. Everyone comes to them during the day. We've just heard loads of people saying they're going to go to Fushimi Inari for 6 in the morning, which seems like a nightmare.
I could not get up that
early.
I'm not going
to go through that. We've been there before in the evening, I forget what time, but it gets really quiet late at night, and it's a beautiful way to end the day.
Even as soon as it gets dark, the crowds really start to empty out.
So yeah, come during the day, it's more festive and you can get a better kind of sense of some of the colours and some of the beauty of it, but at night they do take on a different vibe. It is more peaceful. It's when I prefer to see these places, and that's, I guess, a top tip. Come to some of them at night, even if you don't go to all of them at night, just come to one at night and just see how it is with all the lanterns on and everything. It's great.
A lot more mystical and magical, and I hope you can see what it looks like with the lanterns, because it's not coming out too great on my camera, but just trust me, it looks magical.
And when we say night, it is currently 10 o'clock, so it's not really late. I expect they do start to get quiet from sort of 7 or 8ish.
Yeah.
So yeah, just come along at night, enjoy it.
You can see how empty it is. There's the shrine security guards, and then there's literally 3 people over there. And when we came through here in the daytime, it was full of people everywhere. We got the place to ourselves. So we both really enjoyed that dinner. It was so good. Probably one of our favourites in Japan.
Yes.
We've already told you we loved everything. I'm so happy they have the vegetarian options as well, because like the other day when we were looking for Kobe beef in Kobe and couldn't find anywhere that I could eat as well, and then Phil tried all the other Kobe beef that wasn't as good as this A5 Wagyu that you had tonight. You do have to reserve because it is a very small restaurant. You can do that online in English on their website. You can reserve 2 weeks in advance, and it was really easy, and the people that run it are so friendly and so nice.
Yeah, it really was delicious. Not that expensive, it cost less than I was expecting. Still more than sort of the average meal we have here, but not a wildly expensive amount. Really recommend it.
It is a treat, but I think you could easily pay that much in the UK for a meal that isn't even that anything special.
Yeah, this was a good experience, really good food.
Definitely worth it. Definitely recommended.
Definitely do it, just not when we're going to be there, because not many tables.
Yeah, make sure we can reserve a table and then you get to go in.